So, according to our normal release schedule, today should be a game review. But unfortunately, circumstances have happened that we couldn't get a review to you this week. But we're going to talk to you about what caused this. Well, it was a sad day at Live on Xbox when my Xbox One X decided to bite the dust. I've had this machine for about a year and a half. So it was just far enough that it's no longer under warranty. So, unfortunately, I won't have an Xbox until Project Scarlet comes out. But we will talk about what caused the Xbox to actually fail. I went to a local repair shop, and they gave me a free estimate on what it would cost to fix the machine, and what they found is that it was a failed GPU or a Southbridge. So I'll describe the actual issue that occurred. When I came back from doing our live on Xbox from last week, I plugged my Xbox into my TV, and it started to have red lines and some dots around it, which, from my history in the PC repair field, means it's a dead GPU. So that really kind of sucked. The only other time it had ever shown that something was wrong was Saturday, right before our show, when the Xbox actually shut down and prompted me that it overheated. And that kind of made me panic just a little bit, but not a lot, because when things overheat, generally I just blow some compressed air in it and it's all good. Which happened this time. I blew some compressed air in it, and then we ended up watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on it and using the Xbox that night, and there were no issues. So it was just very unfortunate that happened, but it's not the first time that Xbox has had an issue with overheating consoles. From my research on the internet, this issue that happened to me is the number one cause of death of Xbox One X's. But if we go back in time to the Xbox 360, a lot of you will recall the red ring of death. And basically, that was caused by the Xbox 360 not having the proper ventilation needed to actually cool the system. In the case of the 360, I'm talking the original 360. So basically, the case was designed before the actual console, which meant that it wasn't designed with cooling in mind. They didn't know what components they were going to put in it. They basically just said, hey, this is what we want it to look like, let's do it. And that caused tons of issues. What Microsoft ended up doing to rectify this was they ended up actually doing a recall program and extending everyone's warranty on their original Xbox 360s. So people who got the red ring on that first run were able to actually send it back, get it fixed. In the case of me, though, I had the Xbox for a year and 5 months. That's how long it was. And I contacted Microsoft because I had registered the console with them, and they told me that there's nothing they could do, it's out of warranty. If I wanted to have it fixed, I couldn't just get it repaired. What I had to do was pay $335, and they would give me a refurbished Xbox One X. The reason why I declined doing this, though, was because you could buy a new Xbox One X for $465. It's not that great of a deal. It's a little bit of a deal, but not a great one. And for me, it's just too close to the Project Scarlet release. If Scarlet wasn't announced at E3, I would probably have just gone out and got a new Xbox. But at the same time, what this has really made me think about is how much I relied on my Xbox. It was my game console, it was my stream box, it was my Blu-ray player. Really, it made me think back to the launch of the Xbox 360, that reveal, when they were advertising it as TV. and when they were advertising it for movies. They focused very little on games, which at the time was highly criticized and still is. And basically, when I lost my console, the first thing I thought of was not losing my games. It was losing my entertainment system. I wasn't going to be able to watch my movies, Netflix. I wouldn't be able to stream YouTube. It was those thoughts that really went through my mind. And, you know, thinking back to that 2013 Xbox release, it really makes me think that they really did accomplish what they set out to do back in 2013. And they really made a console that was the home of your entertainment system. I will miss my Xbox One. Just because I don't have an Xbox anymore, though, doesn't mean I won't be doing this show. What most likely will happen is the games that I review will probably have to be PC games. I do have Game Pass Ultimate up until 2022, so I will still be able to get those new Microsoft releases. And then come holiday next year, Project Scarlet's coming out, and just because my console failed, it doesn't mean I've lost faith in Microsoft. Their products are still great. I don't mean to sound like a real big, like huge, I need to sell Microsoft, but really, the Xbox, I've had it in my gaming ecosystem for 10 years now. And really, it is the console I love the most, and I've never been disappointed by one, except for this one, and it's just unfortunate. For more videos on Xbox games, news, and coverage, make sure to subscribe to Live on Xbox and follow us on Twitter at live_on_Xbox.